Hello, everybody. viklasthemad here. You're probably looking around and wondering, where the heck is he? What's going on in here? Well, I'm inside a building that I just built, and I built it all on camera. Through jump cuts, progress updates, what have you. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice little building, and it took me some time to build it. I've been working on this for a couple of hours, and I mean, it was a lot of fun to work on. And as you look around here, you'll notice that there's a lot of different things going on in here, and it's a strong-looking brick building with the light blue dyed stained glass windows, and we got a birchwood countertop over here and a spruce wood countertop over there, and as you can see on the sign there, it says cooked salmon, 1 iron block per stack, and over here we got cooked fish, 1 iron block per stack, and you can see there's 3 chests under here, and there's 3 chests under there. And I was starting to fill them up with all the fish and the salmon, and everything looks great. And I mean, you can even let's run outside real quick, and I mean, I've got these countertops here with the fence gates to go out, out from behind there, and we got a cooked fish and a cooked salmon and item frames around on the top of the bill or on the over top of the door. God, I can't even talk right now. I'm so flustered. And the roof looks nice, and I got a little bit of work that I got to do up top there because when you come over here, I'm gonna run over here real quick and turn around. You can see there's a redstone torch up there, and yeah, so I don't like the way that looks. It just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. So have to go over there and work on that. I put the pressure plates in so that when you come in, the door automatically closes. And I mean, it looks simple, but it looks nice. And we got the redstone lamps up here that are lighting up the whole building. And the lowest light level you get is over here in the very far corner. And you have to be tucked away in the corner, and it's an 8. So it should be pretty mob safe in here. I had some problems with the countertop and some other things, but yeah, I mean it's nice. It looks nice. I think I've made a good product here. And then the next thing I was going to do is I was going to make I was going to go looking for some clay and make some bricks and make some flower pots and put flowers up at the top along there because it's got a nice nook up there, little shelf up there above the logs, and I had all kinds of plans that I was going to do, and I recorded all of this today. All of this that you see here was recorded without any sound because apparently I am a complete and total tool. So yeah, I'm a little upset with myself, but we're gonna go right ahead, and I'm gonna show you the stuff anyway, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna give you a running commentary of what I'm going and what I'm doing and what my thought process was as I was doing it, and then I'm gonna come back here and we're gonna wrap. We're gonna wrap it up. So yeah, I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, so first things first, with every build, you got to pick the spot. And I liked this spot right here by the road. The thing was, I knew roughly how big I wanted the building to be. I wanted the inside to be 8 by 8, and so that meant that the outside, where the walls were going to be placed, was going to be a 10 by 10 space. Because whatever your inside space is, you add 2 to that. That gives you your outer dimensions. And I knew I wanted to build at least part of the building with brick. Originally, I was thinking going completely brick, but that changed really quick. So, trying to space out where I want this from the road, and I'm thinking, man, that tree, it's got low hanging leaves there. I don't want to be right underneath it, so I'm gonna have to pick a different spot there, and that spot's not going to work. So kind of move it over a little bit, and put down the torch that I knocked out while I was trying to pick my spot. But it's like, okay, we're going to go right over here. That should be far enough away from that tree, right? And no, because there's two really big trees right next to each other, and I was trying to get it set up so that I would be only, I'd be so far away from this tree and so far away from that tree, and it was just like, nope, nope, one of those trees has got to go. So we just kind of brought the spacing in, said, all right, one corner is going to go here. This is going to be a front corner of the building, and then we're just going to go 9 away from that, and see where that puts us in relation to the other tree. Oh, it's right in the middle of that tree. Okay, so that tree's got to go. So, but yeah, I mean that looked like good spacing and good placement. So I was like, all right, well, before getting rid of the tree, we'll go ahead and we'll mark out where the rest of the corners are. It's dark, so sun is down, and I got a lot of dark area over there nearby, so zombies at any time could be an issue. So of course, one corner is going to be in this little hole here that I should have patched up a long time ago, but I didn't for some reason. So go ahead and excuse me, go ahead and take the dirt uh, off of that, and watching my back, make sure no zombies are sneaking up on me because they have a ridiculous detection range, and it seems to be very inconsistent. But there it is. That corner goes right where that hole was, and something just spawned. I don't know if you saw that behind me and to my left, but I'm going to notice it here in a bit. So I'm putting down the spacing for the door, the archway that the door is going to go in. And I want a 2x2 door, since this is an evenly spaced, or an even number building. So put down the archway for the door, and boom, there it is. And there he is. There's a creeper right there on the beach. He could have made this a whole big nasty mess. So get rid of him with that lovely bow. So yeah, Misnik was on, so I couldn't just go to bed. You saw there. I couldn't just go to bed, so it's like, all right, well, everything looks clear in the immediate area, nothing across the lake. I've had zombies come across the lake and come get me. So I went ahead and got rid of the tree, and then the build bug got me, and I made a significant amount of progress and didn't record any of it. But this is what the building exterior ended up looking like. I got a large section of wall in, and thought, those spruce logs. I got all these spruce logs from cutting down that tree. I could go get some more, or go make some more charcoal, or make some more planks, or I could put down some spruce log framework for the building. So the corners are all spruce logs, and there's spruce log that goes around the top, and then the brick is underneath that. So the entire building is framed corner to corner, and across the top with spruce. Now, I still don't know how I feel about that tree having its leaves right on top of the roof, but whatever. And we come inside, and you'll see that there's a lip up there, and I'm looking at it right now and noticing it for the first time. Like, oh wow, look at how that looks. But yeah, there's that lip where you've got up on top of the log, you've got space before you get to the bricks, and I'm using brick half slabs, bottom half slabs, as a matter of fact, to put in the rest of the roof. So I'm thinking, as I'm looking around here, I'm probably going to go up there and put some kind of decorative thing up there in that pushed back area all the way around. And I did end up doing something, but I only recently did it. I actually did it off camera, and it's not. You'll see it in the next episode on Saturday. Well, actually, you'll probably see it on Thursday on Talk Time. So I'll just go ahead and start putting in the roof, and trying to get that all filled in, and I wasn't sure at first if I was going to have enough slabs, but it's like, yeah, I've got 18 in my hand right now, and I've got another full stack, so that's more than enough to fill in the area, because it's all I've got now is the 8 by 8 area, and there's a 10 by 10 total, and I had almost two full stacks, so more than enough to fill in the roof. So I was trying to fill it all in from standing on the workbench, but as you can see there, I don't need to be on the workbench to put it all in. So, and there's another big cut coming up right now. And here it is with the roof completely put in. Now, as you can see there, I've got torches all over the place as the interior lighting. And the entire inside of the building is completely lit up. As I'm standing there in the center, the light varies from 9 to 10 depending on what part of the blocks you're standing on. And you see there, I've got the 8 spruce logs. I've just realized what I want to do to put in the lighting. I've got 5 redstone lamps on me, so it's like, well, let's have those hanging down from the ceiling via these logs. So spaced out 3 and 3 from the corner. Having a little trouble measuring that out, but there you go. Put down a log, and initially I thought about having them hang down by 2 logs, because I've got enough logs to do that, but it's just too low. So grab the redstone lamp here and throw that on, and yeah, that looks like that's going to be a good height. It hangs down from the ceiling nicely. The log makes it look really good. So just going to have to put the rest of these in and then go up on the roof and power those, which is going to mean knocking out some of the brick slabs, but whatever. So just putting in the rest of the lamps, making sure that they're spaced out nicely, and yeah, they make this nice little 4x4 square when you put them all in. And I had 1 lamp left over, which was nice. And it's actually going to come in handy, because to do part of the wiring, I've got, a roof full of upside down half slabs. I'm going to have to put down some more slabs to make those full blocks. So come out here, and it's a good thing I only used half of those logs, because turns out I don't have anything else in my inventory to pillar up with. So pillar up with the logs and jump up onto the roof, and then try to measure out, okay, there's that. The log is under there. There's the corner of the room. Right there. So spacing that out, we're trying to figure out where the logs are underneath that need powered. 1 and 2. It should be right there. And there it is. There's the log. So then it's just a simple matter of going 3 over, and then 3 over, and then 3 over. And boom, there you go. There's all 4 logs in a nice 4x4 square. So I'm going to have to put down these slabs in between to make these full blocks, so that the redstone can go along between the blocks. And just going to make a kind of a square circle kind of deal. And we've got a redstone torch there. You can see that's what's going to power the actual redstone itself. So, and I'm contemplating, do I want to just go all the way around like this, or yeah, it's going to be the simplest thing. So we'll just do that. And there you go. We got the redstone ring. Put down another slab, and put down the torch, and that should light everything up. It turns everything on, and the power through those logs should power the lamps underneath. The next thing I contemplated was, by making those full blocks with the redstone lines on them, is our mobs going to be able to spawn up here? And with the redstone torch, are they going to be able to spawn? I don't know. So better safe than sorry. I'm going to put down another redstone lamp. Good thing I had that spare. And we'll put the redstone line up on top of it to power it. So that's all done. But this is a thing that's going to come back to haunt me later. Because I'm going to realize that you can actually see that up on the roof. It's fine to see the lamp, and there you go. You can see the lamps inside are on. So it's time to close her up and get rid of all these torches. And I do measure it out here in a little bit. And yeah, the darkest that it gets is 8, and that's if you press yourself into the very, very, very corners. The middle of each of those blocks in the corners, as it turns out, is a light level of 9. And here I am trying to figure it out, and I just hit one that was like, wait a minute, that was 8. Okay, well, I'm in the very, very corner, not far enough away for it to make much of a difference. So I was making sure that it was actually spaced properly. But yeah, everything looked good, and 8 is a manageable number. Mobs are supposed to spawn at 7 and lower, so 8 is fine. And then that corner, it's like, why is that corner 9 if you press yourself? Oh, there's some torch things going on out here. So that's when I decided to go and rearrange some of the exterior lighting. So, and then put the torches out on the sides of the door. Looks good. And yeah, so that's all done. The main construction of the walls and the roof, completely done. The lighting is done. The next step is, of course, the floor. So I time-lapsed through this. And I intended to set this part to music, but I'm not going to. But yeah, just, knocking out the dirt. And originally I thought, let's just continue with the theme and throw down a bunch of brick. And we'll have a brick floor, brick walls. It'll be brick, 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 brick. And I'm not really looking at it right now, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, no. No, 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 no. Way too much brick. It's actually kind of dizzying to look at. It kind of hurts. So I'm starting to think, okay, what other kind of materials do I have? I've got dark oak, I've got spruce, I've got, I can get birch or oak. I convert those logs, and I really wish right now that I hadn't converted those logs, but I did, into slabs, and yeah, it's like, okay, spruce. We're going to go spruce wood slabs. I'm sorry, I hit the microphone there. I'm going to go spruce wood slabs and do that. And there it is. Spruce wood planks floor. It's not slabs. It's just full blocks. Which honestly, it probably would have spread farther to do it with slabs, but it's a full stack of 64 spruce wood plank blocks. I've got a stack of chests. I'm going to put those in the ground, but I'm realizing that there's an issue. I've got chests and I've got chests, so I'm going to run over to the base real quick and oh yeah, I had noticed earlier that there was a spot in the road where a couple of slabs had been blown up, and probably from a creeper, and so it's like, okay, well, I grabbed the dark oak slabs to fix that, so go ahead and fix that while we're there. And then I head back to the base to go get some tripwire hooks to turn 2 of those chests into trap chests so that I can put 3 chests next to each other instead of having a double chest on each side. I'd have 3 chests. Getting more storage in a tight space going that way. So, and I've got my slime block elevator here. You can see now I've got 2 buttons on it, so I can hit it coming from either direction. And I've got a lot of tripwire hooks from fishing, so I take a couple of those, and I do have 2 trap chests in my crafted wood chest, but rather than do that, rather than get those, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to combine a couple of these with some tripwire hooks, use up some of the tripwire hooks that I've got in storage, because God knows I'm going to get more. and make those trap chests. So I got 2 trap chests and 4 regular chests. And I'm forgetting something here. Yeah, I was gonna put stuff away. And I put a bunch of this stuff away, and then later on I immediately regretted it. I was like, oh man, I put all those things away, and I need all those things because I gotta make some things, and it becomes a hassle. And then it ends up that the things that I wanted to make, I didn't need to make. So, and the light blue stained glass panes for the windows for the uh, the shop there. They just looked so good in there, especially up against the red of the brick. It just the contrast is really good, and I'm glad I went with the light blue instead of breaking out some lapis to go with the darker blue. So, and I was just as I was walking past the chicken thing there, I was thinking that space that I was looking at, that I circled there. I was thinking about putting up a shop a stand like a hot dog cart kind of thing, and putting that there for raw chicken because I use that raw chicken for trading, but that even with only 30 some chickens up in the top, that thing produces so much raw chicken that there's way more than I need for trading. So I'm trying to space out where I want to put the chests and the countertops because it's a store. There's going to be countertops. So I figure that looks good. It's just like the bookstore. There's a 2 block wide pathway between them. So we'll put the chests there. And I was thinking, okay, I got the chests there. We'll put the slab countertops right on top of those. And, oh, that's right. Those are big. Those are really, really tall. Okay, that's not going to work. So I start knocking that out. It's like, what am I going to do with these chests? So real quick, I think, all right, well, I'll put them in the ground. I'll put them in the floor and knock out the wrong block, of course. But yeah, I'll put them in the floor, and I start to panic a little bit because it's like, oh no, that means if I put chests in the floor, then I'm going to expose more dirt, and I'm going to need more planks. And it's like, no, you idiot, you're not. You're going to take that dirt out, and then you're going to put the spruce in its place, which is going to cover up all the rest of the dirt. And I realized that very quickly. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm just stupid. So I was not having a good day today, clearly. So I put the chest down, and of course I make a double chest. I am, to use a British term, I am a spoon. I am a complete spoon. So, but there, the chests are in. They're where they're supposed to be. And yeah, I've got a stack of cooked fish right there. I can start filling up the chests as soon as I get the countertop figured out. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, well now how am I going to do the fence posts? So I put one there and one there. And I think, okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. I can do that. But how do slabs interact with fence? Crap. They leave a gap. They don't connect. So now I've got a floating countertop. Although I do like how that made the area underneath dark. It made the chests very dark. And you can access the chests, but they're darked out, which is nice. And then you put that up on top of the... This was just not my day. You put the slab up on top of the fence post to try to make it look like it's going to connect, and that's still too tall. And so, okay, well, fine, whatever. So I put the rest of the slabs in, and I'm thinking, at this point, I'm going to have a trap door on the side there, right there in that gap, and I'm pointing at it right now. I'm going to put a trap door there so you can walk up to the countertop, and then... so I'm thinking I'm probably going to put like stair blocks here and kind of make the countertop into like a V shape, but that's not going to work. And of course it's raining while I'm working. It always rains when I'm working outside. Don't forget that. When I started this project, when I initially was going to start this project, it was like rain. So here I am putting in the stairs after having put in, I've got one counter as birch, one counter as spruce. I'm putting in the stair blocks and immediately hating it. And I decided to go with fence gates here um, instead of the trap doors. And I decided to put them at the back side of the counter rather than at the front side. It makes a little more sense. Of course, I forgot to grab a spruce slab to fill in that gap right there. And I'm realizing that right now, and I'm very upset with myself. But that's okay. I got the stairs, I put the stairs in, and I hate them. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. There's just too much going on there. It's too bulky, it's too cluttered. I don't like it. I'm going to have to figure something else out. So I took a break. I put the fish away. I've got the signs, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the signs on the countertops. Those end up being in good spots. At first I thought, well, I'll put it on the stair block. No, horrible idea. Okay, we'll hang them down at the front. So, here we are, cooked fish, 10 iron. No, that's a bad price. I thought better of it. I was like, no, 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 not 10 iron. We'll make it easy on them. We'll make it easy on them. We'll go with 1 iron. I should capitalize that. 1 iron block. Now that's 1 iron less. That's 9 iron instead of 10 iron. So 9 iron or 1 iron block will get you a cooked fish. A stack of cooked fish. That's 1 iron block per stack. 64 cooked fish for 1 iron block. That's pretty good. And then over here we're going to do the same thing, but this is salmon, cooked salmon, which is salmon. It's a weird word. And again, 1 iron block per stack. So there. The signs are in good places. The only thing I'm having an issue with is how bulky the countertops are. So I took a break, even consulted my roommate. Said, hey, what do you think? How should I do this? Came to an idea, went with it, and you're going to see the change here in just a few minutes. But I'm so furious with how ugly this looks. It's just absolutely horrible. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll put something else in here. I'm going to take those fence posts out, and I'm going to make a change. And you're going to see it in the next cut. So here we go. And there it is. There they are. Now, you've already seen this, of course, at the beginning of the video with my little intro. But yeah, everything is in. The countertops look fantastic. Originally, I was thinking of like catching some zombie villagers or something and putting them behind the counter and trying to convert them. But I thought, nah, you know what? Not going to do that because, one, the countertop is 1 block high. They can jump right over that. That's going to be a pain in the butt to try to get them in there. But I am going to come back in here and I am going to make another change later. I'm just not sure what color I want to go with. But there's going to be, and you can see I've moved a lot of the fish. Not all of the fish, but a lot of my fish is moved into there. But I'm going to come back in and I'm going to put some kind of glass panes around the countertop. And then right here I'm thinking about, I need to put pressure plates inside the door so that when you come inside, you automatically close the doors behind you, and you automatically open and close the doors when you leave. So nobody has to worry about leaving the doors open, which is nice. And here I am inspecting the chicken machine again, and yeah, it's got a lot. So the last time we looked at this, there was like 70-some chickens in there, and like I said earlier, there's only like 30-something in there now. Take a look there, and it gives you an entity count of like 33 to 34, which again, that's probably not 100% accurate, but I know there's not that many chickens in there now. So here we go. I'm going back out to the building again, and I've got all the rest of the fish to be put away, and I think I made a couple of other changes. Oh, I put the fish in the item frames up there above the door, and I put I did the grass path and put the fence posts out there. So there it is. There's all the fish. Look at all that fish. That is almost a full single chest of cooked fish, and then almost 9 full stacks of cooked salmon. So absolutely ridiculous. So there it is, right along the main road going north from spawn. You've got the fish shop, and I need a name for it. And here's that right there was where I noticed that you could see the redstone torch up on top of the building, but there's nothing I could do about it at that point in time. Had no plans for what to do. So, but yeah, I keep thinking I see a skeletal horse on top of the dark oak at the end of the farm there, and it's the cobblestone from the corner of the lighthouse. Now this is my newest banner, and you've probably seen it a couple of times already. Give me an opinion of it down in the comments section. Let me know what you think about those banners, and give me some ideas. Throw some ideas out there for more banner designs. Oh, and I've still got more fish cooking. Good Lord. So yeah, that was all I did. That was the build for the day, and we're gonna wrap it up here. Okay, so yeah, there it was. Putting all this together and running around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to get all the resources together and get everything put away and squared away and put together and all that. Yeah. Anyway, you can see my base is right over there, so it gives you an idea, of the kind of view you get. You get a nice view of the lake behind us here, and I think since it's got that little corner cut out there, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and put a thing together. Put a like a little fishing spot looking thing together out there. Put some stuff out there and make it look like that's where the business end is, and I'll put maybe I'll put like a door or something, like a back door or something. I don't know. We'll do something. But yeah, that's all I got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, if you liked this, go ahead and hit that like button. If you really enjoyed this, go ahead and subscribe. Tomorrow's World of Tanks, and I've updated to the newest edition, and hopefully I can get in some gameplay on the April Fool's game mode, and that's what I'm going to be showing you on there. And I'm also going to be doing that on Wednesday with World of Warships, so I'm going to try to get some of that in on all that. And yeah, so until tomorrow, take care, everybody. We'll see you.